What up, good people? And welcome to another episode of This Is Dope. Today's episode is really going to have to do with my tech bag. Anybody that knows me or has been around me for an extended period of time knows that I am a true gadget enthusiast. That is my thing. I love dope tech. That's just really, one of my vices. Well, I would say, maybe over the past 3-4 months, I've kind of been on this minimalist tech mission, right? So I've tried to minimize the amount of tech I carry with maximum functionality, right? I don't want to lose any functionality. I just want to lose the number of devices that I have to carry to accomplish the functionality that I need. So I also, want to be able to carry this around in a functional but yet great looking tech bag. So, because I carry my tech bag with me, I would say maybe about 90% of the places that I go. My wife will tell you that, I pretty much either have it with me or it's somewhere within 100 feet of me, pretty much anywhere that I go. She won't let me carry it to places like when we go out to dinner or things like that. But generally, it's something that's very near to me, or on me. Therefore, I needed to look a certain way to be able to kind of not stand out as much as the super nerd bag, right? So, in the video, I'm going to go ahead and put links to the various things that are in this bag below, as well as the bag itself, which I found to be very, very functional. I actually love this bag. I'm going to go ahead and mention it now. I'll mention it again at the end of the video, I'm sure. But if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a like. Also, subscribe if you like the channel and turn on that notifications button or bell, just to be notified when I upload some more videos about things that I find throughout the week that are dope. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to digging around what's inside my tech bag. Here is my everyday tech bag. I use the Waterfield Designs Sutter Sling, the larger version, the full version. It can carry a 12.9-inch iPad. This is the waxed canvas chocolate leather edition. They do make a ballistic nylon with a black leather front version as well. They also make one that's slightly smaller than the full version. This one holds a 12.9-inch iPad. The smaller one can hold an 11-inch iPad. I have the 12.9, so I needed this one. I actually had the black ballistic nylon one. While a great bag, looks great. This one just had a little bit more of the aesthetic that I was looking for, so I decided to get this one. So you also notice that there is a leather shoulder strap here. This shoulder strap is just for, it is really a replaced shoulder strap, This is not the one that came with the bag. This is something that I got off of one of my Waterfield Designs messenger bags that I have. I have a lot of their bags. They make great products. I was utilizing those bags a lot, those and the book bags, but lately have really been on a minimizing journey, as I stated before, as far as condensing my tech and really trying to get maximum functionality out of the fewest devices possible. So let's get into the bag. Let's start with the outer pocket. It has an outer pocket with zippers, a full body zipper on either side for easy accessibility to whatever it is you store in here. I keep things that I need quick access to. Like I have my badge for work. That's over here. Let's see, I also have my wallet. Keep my wallet in here. Let's see, I keep a number of these wipes, these wet wipes. I use them to wipe the outside of my iPad. Also wipe the screen, but I use a cloth to really kind of dry the screen and the outside. So I have quite a few of these wet wipes in here. You can buy these at Target or any place like that. They're really just things you use to wipe your hands if you're eating wings or something like that, right? So there's nothing super special about it. So I also have this cloth. I use this to wipe the screen of my iPad with. It's really, really soft. I believe it's not really chamois. I forgot what the material is, but it's a really soft material. I forgot where I got it from, but I keep it with me to wipe my iPad screen with. There's another one of these wipes. Told you I had quite a few of these in here. Let's see. This particular cloth combines with this. I use these to clean my glasses. So these are a set. I can tell the difference between the two. This one has writing on it. That's how I know which one that's how I know which is which. This particular cloth kind of acts as a dual purpose cloth. This side is a little soft, but it's less fine grained. So I use this to wipe the iPad cover, the outside of the iPad. And I also use this side sometimes softer, have a more satiny feel to wipe the screen of my iPad. I do that after I use these to wipe the whole thing down, and then I use the respective cloths to do whatever it is that I need them to do. So also in here, extra cable tie. All right, so let's get into the heart of the bag. As you can see here, they have these little zipper attachments to help you zip and unzip. Are pretty cool. They're definitely very stylish, very functional, really easy. Makes it really easy to zip and unzip. Just grab it and move back and forth. So first things first, in here I have my Osmo Pocket case. The reason why it's empty is because I'm actually filming this video using my DJI Osmo Pocket. So here's the case for it. Carried with me every day. Something that I use or try to use quite often. Here's some filters that I bought for it. I purchased these at Best Buy. Links to these products will be in the description to the video. As many links as I can find. These filters work great. There's 6 individual filters. They're magnetic that came with this case. I recommend keeping them in the case, trying to pile them into, condense them together and pile them into some sort of confined space. I believe may eventually impact the magnetism of the filters, and I don't want that to happen. Also, good old trusty iPad Pencil 2 or Apple Pencil 2. This obviously goes with the iPad Pro 2018, something that I use every day. Really, this is something that I prefer not to use my iPad without it. I really can say that this adds a lot of value when using my iPad in my everyday interactions for both work and personal use. So there's my Apple Pencil 2. The bag itself also has a little string attachment thing. What this does, this holds, I guess this is for keychains or whatnot. That's exactly what I use it for. So this little hook here, this little part right here, you can hook your keychain onto it, have your keys. I would lose my keys a lot if I didn't have it attached to this bag because, I leave them in pockets in other pants that I wore or things along those lines. The same goes with my wallet. Hence the reason I stuffed them in this bag. This is for my AirPods. This is a case for my AirPods. I purchased this in the Apple Store. I actually walked into the Apple Store, purchased it. These are made for AirPod 1s, but obviously will fit AirPod 2s. I know they're made for AirPod 1s because they cover up the charging indicator on the AirPod 2s, which is in the front, whereas the AirPod 1s, the charging indicator was inside on top. Great case. You can kind of keep your AirPods in place. You fold this up, keeps them in place. When you need to gain access to them, you fold it down, open it up, voila, pull your AirPods out, go at it. But this extra little bit of protection ensures that, when you're on a plane or when you're just traveling about the city, that your AirPods don't fall out in your bag and get damaged somehow. All right, so the next thing I'm going to pull out, Tide Stick. I have a habit of feeding my shirts. For some unknown reason, I seem to find the food that is the exact opposite color of the shirt that I have on. Light blue shirt, I always seem to find some sort of red drink or food or sauce or something to spill on it. Brown, I always seem to find some sort of white sauce to spill on it. So the Tide stick comes in handy, helps me from walking around the entire day looking like a complete slob. Regular old school pen. You never know where you're going to need to sign something, write something down on a sheet of paper, even though I try to be as digital as possible. The fact of the matter is there's still some uses for paper, and there's still some instances where you have to sign something, so I always try to keep a pen on me. Now let's get into really what's in here. I have my tripod. I believe this is called a GorillaPod tripod. By Joby. I will Joby, I believe is how you pronounce it. But I will stick the link in the description. This has come in handy. The attachment here is actually in the next my tech pouch, which I'll show you in a minute. But you screw the attachment on, slide your phone in there, your phone mounts here. I generally have my Osmo Pocket attached to my phone, which is how I'm filming now. And so I've used this before. It works great. It's a great regular tripod, or if you need to hook it onto a branch or grab it onto something, these are pretty sturdy as well. So this is an invaluable tool. Here is my backup battery by Mophie. It's 10,000 amp. It's a power station. I forget whether it's the XL. I believe it's the double X maybe. The triple X is 20,000. This is 10,000. I have the bulkier version. Once again, I'm trying to slim down. This has a USB-C port as well. This will provide my iPad Pro about an additional 6 to 8 hours of battery life. There's also a USB-A port, so you can charge. You can use a USB-A cable as well to go ahead and charge whatever it is you may need to charge. So there's that. Then we have my tech pouch, made by Waterfield Designs as well. I actually bought this tech pouch way before I purchased the Sutter Sling. I first purchased this, my first STOD backpack from Waterfield Designs. Same thing, it was wax canvas, chocolate leather. Loved it. I just don't find a need for a backpack anymore, really. This thing holds all my little tech knickknacks. So, the outer pouch, we have that attachment I told you about that goes with the GorillaPod here. You open it, it works like so. You open it up, screw this on, voila. Now you stick your phone in there. My Osmo Pocket is generally attached, and you set it up however you need to set it up. Then when you're done, detach it, folds down, nice and slim profile, slides right back in there. Another thing, I have an SD card adapter. The Osmo Pocket uses a micro SD. All the drones that I have use micro SD. So this SD card adapter is for something, just in case I run into someone who needs a copy of the footage that doesn't have a micro SD slot or anything along those lines, then I could use this regular SD card adapter to be able to give them copies of the footage or transfer footage. This is one of the extra zipper ties. In case I lose one of these, I can go ahead and I have a replacement here. These are on here pretty good, but I have this replacement just in case. You never know. Came with the bag. This is the USB-C attachment for my Osmo Pocket. Right now it's hooked into my phone via USB-A, but if I ever want to hook it to my iPad for whatever reason, I will utilize this. This is USB-C. All right, now let's get to the inner compartments. So first, I have my cables. 2 cables. That's all I have. 2 cables. One is a USB-C to USB-C cable, which I use to charge my iPad, charge my external battery. I use to connect my external hard drive to my iPad. It's one cable that does a ton. I have my other cable, USB-C to Lightning cable, which I blame Apple for me still having this cable. And the reason why I say that is that if they would go ahead and help me out and put a USB-C port on the iPhones and on the AirPods, then there'd be no need for this cable, because that's the only thing this is used for. This is the power adapter I carry. I don't carry the power brick with the foldable prongs. It's slightly bigger, and obviously it enables fast charging, but when you're at cafes or coffee shops or something like that, a lot of times the power outlet spacing is kind of cramped. There's someone else already plugged in there. So generally there's not enough room for those bigger adapters. This always fits. So this is the one that I carry. I also carry a USB-C to Ethernet adapter. As I said before, I use my iPad for work. Sometimes I have to go into the office if I don't feel like being on Wi-Fi, if I want increased speeds, whatever the case may be, and I need to plug into the network. This comes in handy. Next is one of the more important pieces of tech for me is my hyperdrive adapter. Really, it's a USB-C adapter. You plug it into the USB-C port in my iPad. Has a USB-C port for charging and also for to connect USB-C accessories to. 2 USB-A slots, SD card, micro SD, headphone jack, and HDMI, just in case I need to present in a conference room or something along those lines. Something I utilize a lot. Very, very invaluable piece of tech there. And the next, I would say probably more valuable piece of tech than my USB my USB hub, my iPad Pro hub, is this Samsung 2 terabyte SSD drive. It's USB-C, as you can see. It's the T3, not the T5. I bought these when these first came out. It's been an invaluable piece of tech for me. So happy that I'm now able to connect this to my iPad. Allows me to move files back and forth between traditional laptops and PCs to my iPad without having to do the dance that is cloud storage sometimes. So that's that. And the last piece of tech, but definitely not least, is my iPad Pro 12.9 inch. See here, I got some stickers here for a couple of conferences I've been to. After I come back from DEF CON in August, there'll be a ton more stickers on this thing. I choose to use the Apple keyboard, the one that Apple makes, the smart keyboard, the slimmer version, for the simple fact that part of the reason why I've chosen to work off of an iPad is the portability of the device. It's slim with this keyboard. It gives it protection. There's no extra Bluetooth battery. I need to worry about charging the keyboard or draining power from my device because of Bluetooth functionality. Nothing like that. This keyboard hooks into the connectors, just works. It's slim, very slim. I know a lot of people have, reviewed the Bridge keyboard or reviewed the Zag keyboard, Logitech Slim Folio. Great products, great products. My issue with them, as far as my usage is concerned, is that they add so much bulk to my iPad Pro. I've already gone for a larger iPad Pro for the increased screen real estate, and really just to kind of max it out. I got the maxed out version, so I wanted the performance, the whole 9 yards, right? But I don't want a laptop. The extra keyboards kind of give it the bulk of a MacBook. And if I wanted that type of size and bulk, I would just carry my MacBook. That's me personally. Like I said, that's my personal preference. But this is my tech bag, my everyday tech bag. That's it. You guys have seen every nook and cranny of what I carry. Everything here gets used and used Well, this is a bag that I carry with me almost everywhere except for on dinner dates with my wife. I mean, it goes with me in the gym while I work out. It goes with me when I'm traveling. Bags never fall for me because, I never know when I'm going to need to plug in and, accomplish a task or do something that I need to do for the various things that I have going on. But that's it. That's it, everyone. If you like the video, please go ahead and click the like button down below. If you like the channel, please go ahead and click subscribe. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified of more dopeness that I upload throughout the week. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Hopefully this is informative. Have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below.